Hi, the health tip this week, I'm going to be answering some of your more common questions. As you know, I'm a pediatric and brain first family wellness chiropractor, so I do see a lot of children in the office. And a lot of times we deal with a lot of children that have been crying incessantly. And, very often parents come with the children that have had just not sleeping properly. And I've seen so many kids, maybe sleeping in 2 hour intervals, waking up every 2 hours, difficult to get to sleep, crying a lot all night. And oftentimes when we do the work that we do, because often the babies have been constrained within the womb, and that's causing a lot of spinal nerve stress, or just the actual delivery itself, either through the cesarean methods that they do with pulling on the head, or with the vacuum extractor with forceps, or just the vaginal delivery itself, often they're pulling on the head. So 80–90% of all children have a very bad spinal nerve stress. We call it a subluxation in the neck, and that can cause a lot of difficulty, a lot of problems with the vagus nerve that comes from the brain that controls digestion. So a lot of colicky babies, etc., can be experiencing all that because of the stress from the birth process. So when we actually start to do our work, and we do the light touches on the spine, and we do those things, and the child actually unwinds and gets rid of that stress, even just a few contacts from the first visit, if that stress gets decreased, very often I've had so many parents say, all of a sudden we woke up freaked out this morning because the baby slept for 9 hours last night. So is that normal? Well, it's absolutely normal, because when the system that's controlling the child's health is actually the nerve system. If that nerve system is under a constant stress, the child can't perform and do its normal functions properly. So when we take stress off that system, it's basically like somebody's been starving and you finally give them a glass of water. It just totally changes their life. So that kid is playing huge catch up, and if that's been going on for months, sometimes parents are like, at their wits end for months of the child, maybe crying or just not sleeping properly. When we finally get that nervous system working properly, it can be night and day. So very often the first night, sometimes it's a big massive sleep. It could be like 9 hours consecutive sleep, even longer sometimes. We've had some of our patients mention that. And then usually it kind of starts to go down from there, kind of go back to a little less, not so much, then it's maybe like 3 or 4 hour sessions of sleeping until it gets to a sort of normal rhythm after that. But those children are playing a lot of big catch up. So if you know anybody who has a child that's crying all the time or that's not sleeping properly, please send them our way. Below this video you can get the links for our office. We'd love to take care of these children because they are our future, and they all need a good healthy spine and nerve system. And the birth process itself, or just being constrained in the womb, can cause that damage right from the beginning. So the more we can get that working properly, the more we can have those kids developing properly with proper brain function and proper spine and growth. So that's your health tip for this week, the question and answer. We'll see you next time. Thank you.